Cardi B has once again shaken the internet, and this time the drama is completely out of control. What began as a small argument over album sales has turned into one of the most explosive feuds we've seen in years. It all started when Saweetie decided to throw shade at Cardi by joking about her album numbers, pointing out that despite all the hype, Cardi's latest release still didn't outsell Nicki Minaj's project. Saweetie didn't stop there. She made it clear she was standing with Nicki, joining forces with Cardi's biggest rival, and making the tension even worse. That one move set Cardi off completely. Instead of clapping back with her usual jokes, Cardi went for something much darker. She hinted that she had a tape that could ruin both careers and relationships. According to her, Saweetie hooked up with Offset, and she claims to have proof. Suddenly, this wasn't just another rap feud, it became personal, messy, and full of real-life consequences. As if things weren't already wild enough, Nicki Minaj jumped into the situation too, publicly showing support for Saweetie. That only added fuel to the fire, pushing the situation to another level. Fans online immediately began picking sides, turning social media into a battleground of accusations, memes, and non-stop arguments. Now here's where it gets even messier. Saweetie, who usually stays out of internet drama, made things worse when she posted and quickly deleted an Instagram picture of a man who looked suspiciously like Offset. Fans argued over whether it was him or her ex, Quavo, but the timing made everyone suspicious. She posted it right in the middle of the Cardi and Nicki feud. The caption, "Post-fight night," only made the situation look shadier. Even though she deleted it later, the internet had already seen it, and fans began to wonder if Cardi's claims about the alleged affair were true after all. Cardi didn't stay quiet either. She fired back on Twitter, writing, "You must have missed me, huh? Crazy. Now kiss my feet." She also retweeted a fan post saying, "Tell her make a hit. She's in the studio just wasting time," clearly throwing shade at Saweetie's struggling music career. But that wasn't the end of it. Cardi reportedly went a step further, confirming that Saweetie's involvement with Offset might have been the real reason behind the Migos breakup. This revelation is major because Cardi had previously denied it every time rumors popped up. However, when the Migos first split, fans already suspected something was going on behind the scenes. Quavo, in particular, seemed to drop small hints in interviews, suggesting betrayal within the group. Takeoff tried to stay neutral, but it was clear he was stuck between loyalty and truth. Quavo's subtle comments about Missy back then now make more sense, especially in light of Cardi's new claims. At this point, the situation has gone way beyond music. It's become a tangled web of jealousy, betrayal, and personal pain. Cardi is reportedly pregnant again, which makes the stress of all this even heavier. Offset's behavior throughout their marriage and the divorce drama has already taken a toll, and Saweetie's latest moves only seem to have pushed Cardi to her breaking point. What started as playful competition between two female rappers has turned into a chaotic feud involving multiple stars, broken relationships, and public humiliation. And with Nicki, Saweetie, and Cardi all throwing shots, fans are wondering what's next. Will someone finally step back and end this toxic back and forth? Or are we just seeing the beginning of another round of chaos? One thing's for sure, this isn't over yet. The internet is watching every move, waiting for the next post, tweet, or accidental leak that could blow everything up again.
Ain't nothing gonna change, so.
We just stand on loyalty, you know what I mean? We stand on real deal loyalty. And, you know, sometimes that shit ain't displayed. And this ain't got nothing to do with no label, no paperwork, no QC, no nothing. This got something to do with the three brothers. And shit, that is what it is. Right now, we gonna be the duo till time tell.
Takeoff calmly shared his thoughts, offering his side of the story and keeping things respectful.
The only time to tell, but you know, we always family now. Ain't nothing gonna change.
Y'all, R.I.P. to Takeoff, because he was definitely riding for Quavo, but you could tell he was really tangled up in all the drama.
Takeoff always showed real loyalty to Quavo, even when things got messy. You could see he was caught in the middle of all the drama, but he stayed calm and didn't pick sides openly. Despite the growing tension, he still managed to keep a peaceful relationship with Offset. When Migos broke up, fans had a lot of theories. Some believed Offset just wanted out of their label, quality control, while others thought it was about money issues. But Quavo made it clear the problem wasn't business. It was about trust and loyalty. That's when people started to think the rumors about Saweetie and Offset might actually be true. Those rumors began spreading after Cardi B's online fight with blogger Sleaze Mirage, who claimed Offset had an affair with Saweetie. Cardi immediately clapped back, calling the story a complete lie and saying Mirage was just creating drama to drag women into fake scandals without any proof. She denied everything and tried to protect her marriage. But even with all her effort, the truth eventually surfaced. Quavo seemed to confirm everything in his song Messy with Takeoff, where he hinted that someone close to him betrayed his trust, rapping about a friend who went behind his back. In the video, he even recreated a scene from the infamous elevator fight, making fans certain he was referring to Saweetie and Offset. That moment made it clear the drama wasn't just gossip, it was personal, painful, and real. Even though Cardi B never publicly spoke about the situation, reports claim she quietly got her revenge. Cardi has never been the type to stay silent when it comes to women linked to Offset. She has a reputation for confronting his alleged flings, which nearly landed her in serious trouble before. Fans still remember when she was accused of sending people after Jade and her sister, or when she clashed online with Cuban Doll. Allegedly, Saweetie ended up in that same kind of mess. Behind the scenes, Cardi was rumored to have pushed for Saweetie to be blacklisted, blocking her opportunities as payback. The tension grew when Saweetie supposedly threw shade at Cardi for failing to outsell Nicki Minaj. The situation got even messier in 2022. Saweetie was supposed to feature on the remix of F.N. F with Glorilla, Latto, and JT. Her verse was recorded, and the video was ready to shoot, but suddenly, she was cut from the track without explanation. Not long after, Glorilla revealed that Cardi B was joining her on Tomorrow too, and everything clicked. Fans suspected Cardi might have influenced the decision, connecting it to her personal issues with Saweetie. Online, fans pieced things together, claiming Saweetie's removal was Cardi's way of getting back at her. One fan even wrote that Cardi refused to work with Glorilla unless Saweetie's verse was dropped. Around the same time, Cardi also threw subtle shots on Twitter about certain men going for anything, which many believed was aimed at Offset and Quavo. When Quavo and Takeoff later appeared on Drink Champs, they chose Nicki Minaj over Cardi, confirming that the tension between both camps was still very real.
Nicki or Cardi B? Nah, me, yo. This is mad. I'm taking a shot when you sit there.
I'm gonna say Nicki.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say the same thing though. That's crazy.
So you said Nicki?
Yeah.
So being that y'all agree, that's a shot. They gotta take a shot.
No doubt Nori knew exactly.
There's no question that N.O.R.E. knew exactly what he was doing when he brought up Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B during that interview. He was clearly trying to stir the pot and create a viral moment. Considering how much history and tension there is between Cardi and Nicki, the question was the perfect setup for drama. Takeoff, as usual, stayed calm and didn't want to get involved, but Quavo couldn't resist jumping in. At that point, things between Quavo and Cardi weren't good, so it was obvious he wasn't going to side with her. Choosing Nicki was his way of throwing a little shade. And honestly, that's what Drink Champs does best, they feed off messy moments. Quavo naming Nicki wasn't just random, everyone knew it was a subtle jab, because Nicki wasn't exactly friends with Migos either. The shade got even deeper when Nicki later posted online, calling out Quavo and mocking him for past drama with Cardi. Meanwhile, Saweetie, who usually stays out of public beef, started moving a bit shady herself. Her posts began to look like subtle digs at Cardi. One time, when unflattering photos of Cardi from a Vanity Fair event went viral, Nicki tweeted "clock that tea" and photoshopped them bars, adding fuel to the fire. Not long after, Saweetie posted her own glamorous pictures with the caption, "She don't need no edits." Fans instantly took that as a shot at Cardi. Cardi didn't let it slide. She fired back online, saying people should be grateful she wasn't meaner. But now, things have gotten way darker. Reports claim Cardi has alleged footage of Saweetie and Offset together, from when she and Offset were still married, and she's daring anyone to challenge her before she leaks it. At this point, the situation has gone far beyond music. What started as petty jabs over album sales has turned into blackballing rumors, relationship drama, and deep shade on social media. Offset's in the middle, Quavo's adding fuel, and Nicki's throwing her own shots, all while fans watch every move like it's a live soap opera. Now, with Cardi allegedly holding proof that could flip the narrative completely, things have reached a dangerous level. The tension between these stars isn't just about rap anymore, it's about pride, loyalty, and revenge. And judging by how messy it's already become, this feud isn't cooling off anytime soon.